How you doing, folks? It's Ron from Ron's Beer Reviews and Tools. As you saw before you, the beer we're going to be showcasing today from Notch Brewery over there in Salem, Massachusetts. Salem's not the Boston on the coast, and this is the brew we got. Quite the name, Left of the Dial. Shows a car radio. So it's a Left of the Dial IPA. It's an American session beer. Strictly session beer. That's all they brew. Notch Brewing Company over there in Salem, Massachusetts. They have a lineup of brews and they're all session. So it should be interesting with session beers. It's just lower alcohol, less of a lot of things. Notch Brewing Company, 12 fluid ounces. Let's see what it says on brewed and canned by Notch Brewing Company. Now this here says Stratford, Connecticut. That's what I know there was something that was different that I didn't really totally understand. On their webpage it says Salem, Massachusetts, and that's where my son went to get these. He went to the brewery in Salem. He's been there a couple of times. But they must have a brewery also down in Stratford, Connecticut. Alright, whatever. But they do have a brewery in Salem, Massachusetts. This, I'm pretty sure, is one of the 16 brews of that 4-man swap that we had. Allergy season, so excuse me. My nose is running a little bit. Okay. Let's see what we got for information on this Notch Brewing Company. Now here it says it's located at 283 Rear Derby Street, Salem, Massachusetts. So you want to call, because everything is now curbside, usually call to place an order. 978-238-9060. Again, 978-238-9060. And I'm pretty sure it'll be put above my head. The brewery was founded in 2010. And the name Notch, it threw me off for a while of what that was. And if you look up Notch, it basically means a nick in anything. A notch is when gunfighters used to shoot and win a draw and kill the guy and win the shooting thing, and they put a notch in their belt or notch on their gun. A notch. People in prison, they put notches, cut out notches for every month you had, a year, whatever. Alright, depending on how long you're in there, I guess. Alright, Left of the Dial is it says an IPA here. That's the IPA. Up top it's American. Okay, I guess they're built in kind as American session beers, but that's what they started out brewing, session brews. And this is an IPA. They have beer in IPA. They've top fermented and bottom fermented brews. This is a 4.3% alcohol by volume. Basically, they say they're celebrating the British way of brewing things. This here, this IPA. They do have for the hops. Now this is amazing. For the hop, they have a Golden Promise, which that's a big hop that goes into a lot of the Scottish. Actually, right from Scotland, the Scottish beers and the Scottish ales. That's quite the motorcycle. Let's see what else we have. That Golden Promise produces a mellow and somewhat very mild sweetness. It's basically a base malt, like I say. A lot of the Scottish ale brewed in Scotland or the United States, it's a base. It's a nutty and kind of a roasty flavor from that. You get produces from that hop. They only brew session brews. They have a photo on their webpage when I went on there. A nice looking crew. Excuse me, probably about 30 people maybe. Nice looking crew, could be a few more. Nice photo, nice looking crew that works there. So only brewery, the only brew session. Basically, session beers, you hear it a lot. It's basically, they use that adjective, session, is meaning that it's low in alcohol. You take your time drinking it, you sit down with your family and friends, and you're not going to guzzle it down, you're not going to sip it, but you're going to have regular drinks of it, and take your time with it. It's a session beer. Not guzzle it down. Basically, like I said, it's low in alcohol, generally low in ABV. And what they kind of say is all session brews are like 5% and lower. This is 4.3, so it's lower than 5. Most your session brews are lower than 5%. And they're not too filling, so I don't imagine they have a heck of a lot of malt in them and so forth. They tend to be anything, basically, they tend to be here with not too much of anything in them. It's not too bitter, it's not too malty, it's not too hoppy, it's not too strong. So I guess the laughable words are, they tend to not to be anything, but they are something. People enjoy them. All right, I did enough talking. I didn't go on any tangents. Usually I go on these tangents. We have a glass suitable for the size. It's an Anheuser-Busch. I don't know if you can see the logo there. We had gotten this up one of the times when during the summertime. We'd take a day and go up to the brewery up in New Hampshire, which is not too far away, up in Merrimack, New Hampshire, and to the brewery, and always hit the gift shop. I liked it too. I was gonna say my kids loved it, but I enjoyed it too. Okay, no further ado. My throat's a little parched. Nice day here, kind of busy. Motorcycles and cars and trucks and nice. Things are moving. The way it should be. All right. Glass. Crack this open. You did look at the can. It basically says the same thing on both sides of it, so there's not much to miss. Okay. Crack. Any water vapors? Yes, no, maybe. A little bit came out. All right. A session ale. Yes. I don't have a treat with me today, unfortunately. And now, wow, I'm getting mango. Strong mango. I got some nice hops in this. I'm getting this mango aroma. Some sweetness. That mango is staying. Usually the gases come out and the aromas and change. Staying, and there's so is the carbonation. Look at that. Putting on the glass. Look at the carbonation if you can see it. Stuck to the glass there. Wow, and it's coming up. A lot of bubbles in the bottom. Check out that color. It's hazy. Kind of a off gold color. A lot of haze. Nice head on. A frothy head. I don't know why people say a lot of nothing. Seems to have some pretty good hops in this from that's the mango aroma that I'm getting. It's got some fruitiness in the whatever hops they're using. You got some good hops in there. Mangoes is kind of going away. Sweet. somewhat of a little bit of a malty. That mango is lingering. Alright, bottoms up. Flavorful. Citrusy. Some bitterness, not a lot. Does not linger. Definitely fruity hoppiness, the flavors that I'm getting, picking up on that. There's a mild bitterness. Fruity, a fruity flavor. It's definitely from the hops. Fruity, that it blends like that fruity, hoppy, floral aroma. It is flavorful. A lot of carbonation in this. A lot. It's like a pale ale in a way, more than an IPA. They did say, I did read off that they do have excuse me, that one hop in here, but they have more than that one hop for sure. There's more than that one hop. They did some dry hopping on this probably. They just didn't all put all the information on their webpage. Left of the dial IPA, 4.3%. Celebrating the British IPAs, what they're saying, or their bitters. Golden Promise, that's it. Golden Promise. Those are grown basically in Scotland. They're grown in Scotland. And we use them a lot in our Scottish ales, and the Scottish ales that are brewed. I can't think of the one name that's very big, blue and white label, that is a big Scottish ale. Yeah, they have a good setup. Really a good setup as far as just low ABV percentage, low percentage on the ABV and the alcohol. But they definitely have more stuff in this, more flavors in this. They definitely have a dry hop, picking up a lot of hop flavor. And I'd like to probably visit this brewery. I give them a call, 978-238-9060. 283 on the rear of Derby Street, Salem, Massachusetts. I used to go up to Salem, Massachusetts quite a bit because a gentleman up there, when I was restoring my difficult old milk trucks I had in 1966, I had two of them, two difficult milk trucks. I was restoring them. One was for parts. And a gentleman up there had a 1955. He owned a dairy, actually. He owned a little dairy and an ice cream stand up there. And I used to go up Politos. I think it's Politos. The name escapes me. Really nice truck he had. I think I go on the tangents. But I will go to Salem, and I will go to visit him again, and go to this brewery. They do have, I like it. Excuse me. I'm trying not to run this too long, so this is good. It's a nice. Would I get it again? Yes, I would. I would. I'll definitely get this again. It's very drinkable. Knowing it's 4.3% alcohol by volume, you surely can pound these back on a day when you got a friend or some family over that you know you're going to be sitting there for the minimum of 3 hours just talking. And this is what you want to bring out. Put these down, maybe a couple of other styles at 4.3%. It's a sessionable beer. And you can talk the night away, actually. So with that said, Landed here from Massachusetts. Sun's out today, very cloudy, but a beautiful day. Ciao.